Hey, hey, hey. Happy Turkey Friday. I'm more full than I've been all year, and I really want to go to sleep right now. But instead, I want to make a list for you. A most to least likable list about our story and our fair weather friends. My cat wants to join me. I drew a picture because I couldn't remember the characters' names if I didn't, and I wanted to debate back and forth with my girlfriend about which one of these characters is the most likable. So that's what we did, and I just spent the last 20 minutes doing that. So I think I have it figured out. But before I give you my list, I want to say that whoever brought this subject up, touche. Mad props to you, my friend, because there is no right answer. I really, sincerely don't think that you could put them in any order that a majority of people would agree is the right one. Because it's situational morality, right? It's all about the perspective that the person has. I mean, one person thinks they're doing the right thing for their situation and for the people around them, and other people think that they're crazy. So it really just depends on who you talk to. And I think that's an extremely good example. Someone's talking to me. I think that's an extremely good example of the society that we're in, and especially, within the gay community or within controversial issues, there's always two sides to the story. So without further ado, my list. I put Ivan. I'm gonna start from the bottom and work my way up. So least likable to most likable, because I have to give you the reasons. And I put Ivan at the bottom, being least likable in my situational morality, because I think indifference is just as bad as doing the crime. So I feel like he could have helped Abigail across the river if he had just cared enough to get involved or to risk, him being in trouble as well. And he wanted to stay out of it. And so because of that, she felt like she needed to go have sex with Sinbad. So he could have solved the whole situation had Ivan gotten involved. So Ivan, way to not be a catalyst, my friend. Thank you. My number 2 least likable. It's so hard. My number 2 least likable would probably be Sluggo. Just because he felt compassion for Abigail, but because of that let his anger get the best of him, and he beat up Gregory, who hadn't done anything other than say to cast Abigail aside, or to say that he wasn't interested in the relationship anymore. He didn't do anything to harm Abigail physically or to cause harm on anyone else. And so that's why I put him as number 2. Number 3 I put as Sinbad, because the guy's just ignorant, or obviously he thought that Abigail wasn't as smart or as moral as she was. Obviously he just wanted to exchange goods. Obviously he just wanted to exchange his goods for hers. And I don't know if that's ignorance or what, but I know a few people that would have that response. So I put him in the middle because I didn't know where to put him. Abigail I put above Sinbad in being second to most likable, because she made a damn good effort. She felt like she loved this person enough that she'd do anything and everything for him. Even if that meant crossing a river of alligators, and even if that meant, going against what her friend said, or, doing these things with Sinbad to get across the river. I think that she didn't make the wisest choices, but she did what she felt she had to do in order to get to the guy she loved. And after she did that, he didn't want to have anything to do with her. So I can understand where her anger and her apathy in his well-being comes from, but I also think that she's just as much at fault, because she was okay with someone beating him up. You know, if you love someone, you're supposed to be able to let him go as well, right? So as soon as he didn't want her, she wanted him hurt, and even laughed at him at the end of the story about it. So I would say she's really no better than any of them. And then the top one I put as Gregory. I think that Gregory's biggest problem was that he didn't do a damn thing. The woman he loved was across the river, and he just sat there waiting for her to come to him. And when she went through all of the effort that she did, he didn't acknowledge that she had done so. He just cast her aside because he was too jealous and not understanding. So I think that was Gregory's fault. But like I said, there's, 5 characters, and they all did good and bad things, so it's really situational. But I commend whoever brought it up, because I really, really like stories like these, especially just because I get to draw pictures, but also because there's really no right answer, and it really makes you think and debate if that's what you like to do, which that's what I like to do. So I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you're eating anyway, just because everyone around the world is eating. Oh, my sister and them are playing on the trampoline, so I'm going to go have some pumpkin pie with Cool Whip and enjoy the rest of my time off. But have a good Friday. Bye.